Yeah, we can hear you.
Come on.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties, folks. Please bear with us.
Well, it's not
He's
even
new.
live yet.
This is his first time doing this. All he's got to do is hit the play button. He's struggling. Maybe we need Kenzie. I'm not sure.
It's saying it's not responding.
Uh-oh. Well, maybe we should just go straight into it then.
Can you not hear
There
me,
we go.
Jason?
Yep.
There
we
it
got you,
is.
Tyler. Yeah.
You got me?
We got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Maybe.
Maybe?
How do I turn the volume up?
Hey, there we go. What's up, Chris?
Hey, guys.
What are we
Oh,
doing?
we got the world famous Noel.
World famous Noel here. And
Where are you at, Chris?
Huh?
Where are you at?
Where was I at?
Where are you at right now?
he's still home. Yeah.
Still at home?
I'm home. Yeah.
Aren't you en route heading this way?
In the morning.
Okay.
In the morning. We'll be heading that way.
All right.
Okay. You building a good track for me?
I'm working on it. Right now I'm squishing cow patties.
All right. Good. We don't need those either.
Well, I don't think we need any more introduction besides that. Noel Cow Patty Squisher. He's getting the pits ready for us at the Smoky Harvest Festival.
50th anniversary of the Harvest Festival cow patty throwing competition.
Yep. And he's squishing, making them flat right now.
Yeah, they're going to be extra smashed.
Nice.
Well, we've had some rain this week, so they might be a little moist too, so that's good.
Well, if I get the job done well, they'll be extra about 2.5 feet across.
Nice. Oh boy. Well, yeah. I was just on the phone with him. I was asking him, "Are you ready?" And he goes, "I think so." So, Noel, are you ready?
Oh yeah, we're ready for anything.
Oh, yeah. He's probably been going stir crazy all week, huh?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, it's one of them things where, you hurry up and wait, and then all hell breaks loose. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Well, here comes the water truck. He's going to spray down the area, and then I'm going to roll over it. So this will help.
Nice. Right.
The guys don't quite understand that when you're driving around in a rig with solid suspension and you're bouncing over these ruts, that it's not that much fun.
No. Well, if you have a tractor there, you could fix that,
All right.
I'm working on it.
Bring that big one in there.
Right.
I'm making laps as we speak.
Are you dragging a rake?
I don't know. I got a big roller on the back here, and I'm just dragging it around and hanging out in the air conditioner.
Oh.
That's just an excuse to hang out in the air conditioner. I don't know if he's doing any good.
Got hot there? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing any good or not, but I'm having fun.
Well, that's the main thing.
Right. Jeez. So with it being the 50th anniversary, what's the new all the special stuff that's going to happen this year?
Yeah, right there.
Well, we have a brand new set of bleachers that just went in.
Oh yeah.
So that's new.
Nice.
So we'll increase our seating capacity somewhat. I mean, it's not as much as we'd like, but they're solid permanent bleachers versus portable bleachers. So probably actual seating capacity is increased by about 500, which, that helps.
Yeah.
We're recruiting every puller we can find to show up here and make as big a show as we can. I'm driving by right now out here in what we would call our pit area, and we had to move the monster truck pits out here because we got 10 of them this year out here.
Oh, you got to fit with those guys?
Right.
We got to deal with those guys, but you know what those guys are going to find out? They were kind of crying, but they're going to go, you know what? We like it out there with those guys. The pullers know what they're doing.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
We're not so bad.
Pretty sure by the end of the weekend, they'll be like, why didn't we do this a long time ago?
I don't know. I've made it over to the monster truck side a couple times, and you don't come back the same. That's for sure. Those guys know how to party.
I tried to explain to them the 3 rules that we have out here in this pit area, and I'm not sure if they comprehended it yet, but, we'll work on it.
Sounds good. What are the 3 rules?
And it's the basic kindergarten rules, be safe, be respectful, and be responsible.
We're not sure monster truck drivers can do that.
Yeah. It's it's questionable at this point, but we're working on it. I think if we can get 2 out of 3, that won't be bad.
You sure about that Gish? He could be responsible?
Well, I didn't say that, but he's got people supervising him.
Yeah.
There's exceptions to the rule. There's exceptions to the rule.
If it gets real ugly, I'll just call in his mom.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. No kidding. Well, speaking of monster truck drivers, how many? You guys have quite a few this year, right?
Yeah, like I said, there'll be 10 of them here.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, that's about double what we normally bring in.
Right. And then are you guys doing the jump in the middle like you did last year?
Yeah, we really didn't want to do that because we were going to run 3 tracks of pulling.
Right.
But logistically, it just didn't work out. So it ended up, we're putting the jump in the middle again this year.
Yeah.
We did narrow it up just a little bit, so we'll have enough room to work around it safely.
Right.
But yeah, I mean it'll
work.
It's gonna be okay. After last year where we practiced with that a little bit, I think we gained a little experience, and it'll be better this year.
Sure. Yeah. Right on.
As long as we can keep the golf carts off of it, we'll be all right.
If you stick around all the way till Sunday night, all bets are off.
Okay.
And there goes that responsibility thing again.
Responsibility thing, yep.
Yeah, 6 o'clock
I wasn't
Sunday
a part
night,
of
all responsibility ends.
Oh, man.
I don't know if you guys can see the background or not.
No.
A little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, here we are on Wednesday, and the pits are already filling up.
Oh wow!
That looks like Mike and Susie almost, didn't it?
It looked like there could be either Mike and Susie or Russell Steely.
Oh yeah. Cool.
But yep, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah, if I can keep people from parking in the driving lane, I think we'll do pretty good.
Yeah, there's that.
If I turn this around, maybe I can give you a front view.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
what is there any? Well, there might not be enough room for us. We might have to just stay home.
Oh, jeez.
We'll always make room for you.
All right.
We got another 5 acres back here that we don't generally even touch.
That's true. Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always room for one more.
Yeah, we'll get in there.
Very good.
No problem.
We got some guys that showed up here from Utah with their diesel pullers, and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Caleb Hales and those
Caleb
guys.
Hales. Yeah.
yeah, they're camped out over here.
Yeah, they
Good
got
deal.
And
good deal.
Right on.
they're pretty excited to be here already.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah. And
Wade
he,
Lambert and them will be there soon too.
oh yeah.
Toys.
Well, and Caleb laid down an amazing pass last weekend. I saw on Winnemucca, or not Winnemucca, where he was at Blackfoot. And and he's been kind of struggling with his truck, getting it back together and stuff. And he finally got it dialed in like 340 some feet, 30 miles an hour. You know.
Yeah, you mean
There's a crappy old international park there.
Hey, look at that!
Look at that. Ford powered international. That's a good one there. I like that double ugly thing, you know.
Right. Jeez. Yeah.
Isn't that right, Noel?
You got it.
Yeah, them guys are working on another one, and I couldn't convince them to Ford power it. I don't know what's going on.
They're actually international powering it, so
Right, yeah, we're international powering it. Yep.
be pretty good to see.
It actually
And some
started,
Dodge parts.
started today. Yeah, right.
Be cool to see that old stuff.
Probably got a Dodge transmission in it.
Nope, all
Yep.
international, baby.
Almost Johnny Cash, one piece at a time.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever it takes, we all know we got to make it happen one way or another.
Oh yeah,
Right.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Give me a good time.
For sure.
Give me a good time. Look at there. He's already starting too.
Yeah, already starting. Yeah.
You dog.
Tell the truth, I started Monday.
Proof is I started.
Well, yeah, you didn't. I heard you didn't work at all this week because you had way too much to do at the Harvest Fest.
Yeah, you got that one right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Good deal.
oh yeah, we got people waving to you here.
Uh oh. That's awesome.
Be there.
Veenendahl and them guys are over there watching you on the podcast right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Dave already commented.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Papa Gish out there yet?
Oh no, he's out in the driveway right now working on the truck. That's why I'm at my parents' house tonight because I came over and helping and take a little break to the podcast and go back out and continue working. So yeah, he had a couple little setbacks today, but man, that guy has been working his butt off. Just yeah, he's exhausted. He's exhausted. I'm trying to help as much as I can between kids and sports and working, you know. So, but
and he's helped get like 3 or 4 trucks going. I mean,
yeah.
I thought he was
he is. Yeah, thank God. Otherwise, he'd never get anything done. Yeah. So,
right
on. Got it fired up today, and it runs good. Sounds good. So
good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
We'll see.
I'm going to go out here and make a run around the track just in case anybody can see in the background where we got going on here, because it's starting to get big.
Yeah. Right on.
Well, we're only on West Coast feed on the Facebook side of it because it kicked us off for some reason on the rest of them.
Awesome.
So we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, and just the West Coast Pullers page. That's it tonight. But at least we're on the YouTube. We're on all the YouTube stuff and the Twitter stuff. Just one Facebook site.
Right.
Bragg,
So I don't
Bragg
know.
West Coast Pullers Live.
Our American flag's flying pretty stout right now. The wind's kicking.
Awesome. Let's look at it. Let's look at that track.
Hey, there's that good side right there.
Take that code 3 lane out of there.
Take that freeway out of that. That Dodge doesn't need that.
Yeah, he was telling me something about he wanted it just like last year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
I'm sure he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not.
No, that's hard on parts.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was explaining to some of the board members. I said, there's always one happy puller and a whole bunch of unhappy ones.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Yep.
They said, well, who's the happy one? I said, whoever goes the furthest.
Yep.
That's right.
The furthest one down the track. Yep.
Well, if we can get them on the trailer too, it's always good.
That's a win. Yeah.
To win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here,
Well, and then
we'll play a couple videos.
There you go.
Right on. So where's Scott? Is Scott coming on later?
Here,
My guess is he's probably on Mountain Time and thought it was 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Is my guess, but I don't know. I don't know.
Jason, this is all you, man.
Yeah, I will take blame for that. I told him 6 o'clock. I didn't say 6 o'clock our time, so that's my guess. And I don't have his phone number. I just have it. I'm on Messenger, and he's not getting it right now. So,
a little fun fact for this year being 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Is we're going to dig out the old deadpan sled and run a tractor down the track Sunday with people jumping on it like they did back in 1973.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's sitting over here getting ready.
Yeah.
Very good.
Nice.
The difference is they decided to put some grab handles on it because they thought it wasn't safe. Well, in 73, it was safe enough.
If you just grab enough people, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, I'm saying it. That's perfect. Arnold just gave me good ammo. He says, put it behind the duck. It'll go the same speed.
Oh,
Man. I don't know. I saw that poll last weekend.
Listen to him. Hey, did he get the W and win a muck up?
Yeah. Pretty sure that old Ford got the win.
That old green Dodge, did they win? Did they on the class or did he just go by himself?
Hey, he said you had all water.
Well, we could have went home.
Right?
We almost did.
Here, we'll play a couple videos at the House Sublimity Harvest Festival.
Yeah, for sure.
Go for it.
We'd like to thank all of the staff, all the crew, all the members for the Simone Harvest Festival, but most of all,
Look at that good looking guy in there. I saw that. So Noel, did Thane show up yet? This sled?
Say that again?
Did Thane show up with the sled yet?
He'll be here in the morning.
In the morning, okay.
Yeah. He was supposed to show up yesterday originally, but he decided that I don't know. I guess they had a big mud bog at the last pull, and they took it home to clean it, and then it's on its way. It's en route as we speak. It might show up late tonight, but for sure by tomorrow morning. And he took his wife and went over to Lincoln City and is hanging out at the coast, and then he's heading over tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Got him a driver, huh?
Yep. So I guess he decided to enjoy the Oregon coast for a day or two, and I couldn't begrudge him that.
No, can't blame him. Can't blame him.
No, not at all.
Sled's got a lot of miles from eastern Idaho now all the way over to Sublimity.
Right, yeah.
And then
Oh,
in November, it's going all the way down to Madera, California.
He's making a pretty good sized loop.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to yank that thing.
Well, it's kind of funny is Winnemucca and Blackfoot looked like it was just a muddy mess on both of those poles.
It wasn't too bad after the rain left Winnemucca.
Good.
Just bladed it off, and we were ready to go. And the pits even dried up some. There was a few mud holes, but everything dried up pretty quick. It's like a DG sand, mud sand, so it just dissipates really fast.
Right. Yeah.
I told them like 4 hours we'll need a water truck. So
yeah. Not like around here where it's slimy.
yeah, no, it didn't get really slimy, so we were good there. But it damn sure rained though, man. It rained. That's hardest I've seen it rain there ever.
Really?
And man, we were down on the freeway going there. We were down like 40 miles an hour. I mean, it was just dumping.
Wow. Jeez.
And then we get to Lovelock and it's bone dry. And then you go another mile up the road and it's a monsoon again.
Oh, jeez. Man.
Crazy.
That's the way it was going to Yerington whenever I went to Yerington. You would hit spots.
Yeah. Yeah. But we were able to get in the shows,
Yeah.
Gardnerville too. As soon as we left Gardnerville, it just dumped.
Mm-hmm.
But we were able to get the shows in.
Well, it looks like the weather for Sublimity is going to be 82.
Yeah.
On Saturday, yeah. So.
Yeah, kind of the low 80s and pretty nice. So it's going to be pretty nice, yeah.
Yep. Be a good time. Noel's getting there all ready.
Did we lose Noel's mic?
I just heard him talking. You still there, Noel?
Yeah, I was breaking up there for a minute when I went behind the bleachers, but I can hear you good now.
Oh, good. Good deal. We got some good bands this year, huh?
I think so. I feel like they're supposed to be pretty good. I never managed to get up there to enjoy them because I'm so busy back here.
Right.
It's a full-time job taking care of you guys.
Good thing it's only once a year, right?
No kidding.
Right.
Did you get enough corn?
Yeah.
Did I hear somebody say corn?
Yeah, did you get enough corn is what he asked, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's on the way, but it's still in the field growing right now.
That's fresh. That's fresh.
Yeah, it'll get picked Friday morning.
That's awesome. I'm not a fan of corn, but I eat it every year at Sublimity.
Yeah.
Mainly after the beer tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Something about it just makes it better when it comes right out of the field.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, for the people watching, they put on one heavy meal after the pull and fresh field corn.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Right. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All 3 nights.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see when I passed the barbecue over there, but Brent Dolby's already getting the barbecue set up so that he'll make sure and have us our tri-tips and brisket
So
and
good.
whatever else surprises he's got going on there.
So good.
Brent's the man.
Yeah. Yep.
And that pico de gallo he makes. Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And yeah, Jenny just said that about throwing corn, man. No more throwing corn. Taillights are in danger when Jenny's around with corn.
Throwing corn, huh?
Yeah.
Better than eggs. I mean, I bring some eggs.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can bring some ducks.
I'm bringing.
Well, and then on top of Brent's cooking, we do that Saturday morning breakfast, and everybody cooks and brings all sorts of stuff. And yeah, if you go home from somebody hungry or sober,
You did something wrong.
you did something wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you absolutely, it means you've done something wrong if you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of food. A lot of food.
Yeah. Good times.
Yes.
It's
So
going to
what's
be definitely a different show with the other sled there this year too. That's going to spice it up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be very good.
Yeah, I think it'll make it way more controllable for sure. And
Oh yeah.
Track's looking really good because the weather's been nice, so it hasn't dried it out much. You know, we keep watering it, of course, every day, but we got a lot of moisture down there. I dug down a foot deep yesterday, and there's moisture down there a foot deep. So
Good.
we're just maintaining that, and I think we're going to be pretty good on that.
Good deal.
Right.
Wait. It'll be fun. Oh, it's always fun, but we're gonna have a really good time. Gonna waddle right down the track.
Right.
Did I hear
I got
somebody
this for
say the
Chris.
duck was going to go waddling down the track?
That's right. You got this is a sled, guys. You know how that works.
Well, where's
Well,
that?
it does have that big Ford power, so the potential is certainly there.
No, I don't know about that.
Do you have that video,
Let's
John?
see.
Of
I
him
got a duck.
waddling down the track?
Yeah. Let's play a video of him waddling down the track.
Waddling down the track.
This how old it is. It's his old paint job, so that's how long
It's
ago.
blue.
Green light is on. The Linden tractor sled. Green flag is up. Baby Huey looking to come up the line. 335 feet, the number to beat it. Pro modified. And Chris Daniels just takes the lead in Pro Modified. 348 feet, 348 and 1 for the Pro.
Takes the lead in Pro Modified.
This part about
I'll
that.
say he had her rocking and
Yeah, I
rolling
got
pretty good that day.
Yes,
Yeah.
both nights. No, both
we
nights. We
do.
got him. That flag lady running backwards. That was the best of the whole thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got her. Yeah. You know her, don't you? Know.
What's that?
You know her, don't you?
I think I do. Yeah, I think she's supposed to be bringing me beer and packing the RV right now.
Yeah.
That's
For
funny.
exercise that night.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we
she
gotta play
miscalculated
last
that.
I told her she's not allowed to do that anymore, but I don't think she's going to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, start way down the track. You can come towards the tracks. Don't run. Oh, that's funny.
And then I got this video. Then I got this video when Noel's stress level is through the roof.
Oh, no.
36 green.
think he went out.
That's a good video, but you are correct. My stress level was up.
Oh boy.
Well, when you came to my door after that pass, you're like, do we need to reset again? I go, no.
No.
That was the time I pulled that day.
Yeah.
Don't reset it.
I was a little concerned, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez. Yeah, that was a rough night. Whew. Well, for some of us. Especially
Yeah.
That's all right.
poor Kevin. Good grief.
Yeah, poor guy.
Man.
I'll tell you what, though, Kevin did go back and do some serious work on that sled.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen it, but he took it pretty serious.
Yeah.
Good.
Right on. Good.
Good deal.
Yeah. Very cool.
It took a beating that night, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Both sleds did. Good grief. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, look,
Hey,
just joined in.
Happening, boys.
There we go.
Awesome, man.
Mr.
Sorry about entering into the party late. I actually came over to Portland a day early and just helped my buddy take care of some stuff. So,
Right on. Good
Cool.
deal.
Well, Noel's been keeping us busy. So
has
Yeah.
he?
yeah. He's
He's been
cow patties right now. So
cow patties.
Oh, what the heck?
So who's ready for that 300 feet of fun down in Sublimity this week?
Oh yeah.
sure.
The flag,
Yes,
the
sir.
flagger was just
Yeah.
on my phone. I don't think she knows where I am.
Yeah, Gish is only going $2.99 though. So
Well, depending on how they set that sled on the first one, we get to go to Highway 22 or like
Yeah.
last year. Last year was 275 feet. There wasn't hardly a damn polar that won against that sled last year.
I
No
know.
kidding. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 I think you guys can look for about 325 feet on Friday and about 350 on Saturday.
There you
Perfect. Yeah.
Thanks for the inside information, Noel.
go. Well, hey, I think it would be good information, especially for a guy like me that has asked the question hundreds of times of how the sleds are set. And then I run into a Baumgartner speed sled.
Yeah.
And it seems to be so much different than the Northwest Poland sled. Kind of give me an idea on what they do on the Northwest Poland sled. What's the setup? Let's say you're running the super modified. What's the setup? Is it gears? Is it braking? Is it weight transfer box speed? How the hell do they exactly do that?
So you want to explain it, John?
No,
John?
go for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So these speed sleds, they take off, and the back of the pan is actually up.
Not
in
your
the air.
model.
Huh? Yeah.
Get out your model.
The back of the pan is actually up in the air.
Gotcha.
So as it goes down the track, the weight transfers just like a normal sled. The weight will transfer up, and then when it gets to a certain point, he has a trip on the pan. And that pan will drop. The back of the pan will drop. Now there's growlers underneath this pan. And when that pan drops, it starts hydraulically pushing down on the pan and lifting the back of the sled up.
Right.
And that's what creates the friction. But what it makes for is that you can really haul ass to about 200 feet, and that pan starts to drop. And when that pan drops, your momentum takes you wherever.
Mm-hmm.
But they can gauge that, from different tracks to get it dialed in.
Now have a different backdrop.
Yeah, and all of us can. I mean, they've had some groups of within, like last weekend. There was 5 trucks that were within 5 feet of each other.
Right.
It's really a tight. It can make a really tight class.
Yeah.
Really easy once they dial them in.
It's gonna make a huge difference. And the one of the real big differences between like Kevin sleds and the speed sleds is it puts weight on your rear end right away. Where Kevin sleds, you lift that pan and and you're carrying his pan for quite a while before the back end of your truck gets weighted down.
Right.
So you can get going better on a speed sled, faster on a speed sled. So, yeah.
And from my side of it, obviously fans want a winner and a loser. That's our human nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, when you guys hit 300 feet, they're going to scream their guts out.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes down to, well, he went 315, he went 316, and the winner went 317, I really don't think that the people at the fair, at the Harvest Festival, wherever you're pulling, I really don't think they care at that point for whatever reason. They still going to cheer loudest for the winner, right? That's just kind of, again, human nature. But I think as long as you guys can go 300 feet, if you can win, we don't necessarily, maybe the fans don't necessarily need a winner, but they want to see a win. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
We all want to see a win.
Yeah, we all. Yeah,
true.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Did I lose you guys?
Yeah.
We're talking to Scott now. Scott.
Yeah, you're back now.
No.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Who the hell's talking back
I hear
there?
Dave in the background.
Dave, yeah.
Dave.
Good grief.
He's
Yeah,
telling
Dave. We hear Elvis.
Well, it is a sure good bunch of people that you guys get to play
I don't know
with.
if you guys
all
can hear me
summer
now.
long.
Yeah, it is. We have a lot of fun, that's for sure. We have a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yep, for sure. We love your announcing, Scott. I love how you keep the crowd going.
Yeah.
It's just awesome to hear you up there, man.
Yeah. When there's good talent, it makes me look good.
Right.
That's for sure.
Well, I don't know if we got that, but you
Well,
still look good.
and the personalities too. I kind of pride myself on trying to get to know everybody, or at least meet people and try to spend a few minutes with them so you have a little bit of personality. Social media has been great for my job because I can kind of see what you guys really are, guys and girls, what you really are, and your likes and dislikes. And like the Hingham, take the Hingham family.
Right.
They have a little girl that is involved in cheerleading and gymnastics, and she runs a pulling vehicle.
Right.
Yeah.
And just that little bit, I get to use it 3, maybe 4 times, well, maybe even 5 times, because if Steve pulls, I can talk about his grandkids. It makes me sound like I know these people in depth.
Right.
And then if mom or auntie is pulling or dad is pulling, or when the kid pulls, just meeting your dad, Gish, just those little things, meeting your mom.
Right.
And it gives me the opportunity to, sometimes I take a little bit of creative liberty as well. I kind of come off maybe sometimes like I know people better than I do, but that I've got something to sell too, and I'm trying to sell you guys.
Right.
So the more I can make people want to come see you, the more apt I am to have a job. More apt I am to have a job. I get paid, and I don't have to have a real job.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
He gets paid, so he don't have to have a real job.
Right. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I've been semi-retired now. I started talking in 1995. I had a job, and I was working at a dirt bike shop in Lewiston, Idaho, or Clarkston, Washington, same town, Lewiston, Idaho, Clarkston, Washington, border town.
Mm-hmm.
And I started racing dirt bikes again as an older, in my 20s. Started getting involved with promoters that were going, hey, why don't you come talk about my race at my track? And so I did that for a while, and then I kind of graduated into, I went from, in motocross, I went from amateur to pro. Mm-hmm. I got a job talking all over the nation about stuff, and I didn't care what stuff it was. Mm-hmm. But I had a job the first 4 years. So from 95 to 99, I tried to work a 9-to-5 job Monday through Saturday and still go play and make extra money announcing. And finally, the last Honda shop I was at, they said, well, you working for us or are you working for them? So in 1999, I went out on my own, and I have to look at it as I'm semi-retired.
Right.
I am now 53 years old. I don't see a way out of this gig. You know? I'm having people ask me, well, how much longer do you think you'll do this? To the end, baby. To the end.
Yeah.
But the value has been semi-retirement. And by that, I mean, I was home when my kid was growing up,
Right.
except for the weekends that I had to work. But Monday through Thursday, I'm home.
Yeah.
And now that I've got grandkids at home, it's the same story. You know, I have to put a value on Monday through Thursday, not punching a time clock.
Right.
And on the weekends, Noel Kuzma. Who wouldn't want to hang out with Noel Kuzma?
Right.
Gisher, the Hengens,
Yeah.
Elvis. You know, who wouldn't want to? That's a pretty easy way to make a living.
For sure. Well, and then you've announced everything from monster trucks, truck bulls, and dock dogs and stuff. What would be your favorite thing to announce? What gets? I mean, I don't know, or where do you get the best reaction from? I guess in the crowd, or
well, the best crowd interaction that I've had in all of my years of doing this, amongst a variety of things from drag racing to dogs, right?
Right.
The most engaging crowd has always been monster trucks.
Yeah.
Now, what's my dream to do? Someday, somehow, if I could be in the building where the NCAA Final Four is going on and talking about it in any regard, pit reporter, sideline guy, out in the tailgaters.
Yeah.
If I could somehow someday find a way to get into live broadcast of not any stick and ball, but I like somehow, some way, someday, I don't know, I'm kind of in the wrong realm when I talk to other people that are in broadcast and I tell them what I do. I get kind of a funny look, you know.
Yeah.
But I've also ran into guys who I look down my nose at. When I ran into this other guy that said, I'm an announcer, I said, oh, what do you do? He said, I do cheerleading competitions.
Oh, wow.
And I kind of looked down my nose at this dude.
Yeah.
And then later that day, I actually happened to he didn't show me, but I got to see his paycheck. I'm in the wrong damn business by like 5 or 6 times the wrong business.
Wow. Yay. That's all in the wrong business.
Yeah, I think we all are. Yeah.
You know, and I've heard numbers of the rodeo guys. Again, motorsports guys ain't making near what the rodeo guys are, and the rodeo guys ain't making near what the cheerleader guys are.
So there's money in cheerleading. Got it. Okay.
Wow.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
But no, I get a kick out of it. You know, being able to go like Sublimity this weekend, that community is celebrating 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not exactly certain my first year, but I've got to be closing in on either right almost to 20 or just over 20 years of going to Sublimity. And that's neat too.
Yep.
You know,
Oh, heck yeah.
the last year that I did the Spokane Arena, which is my hometown event,
right.
I had a guy come up to me. He was probably Gisher's age, you know, in that mid 30s, early 40s-ish age group. And he came up to me and he said, man, thanks. We've had so much fun listening to you over the years. We like the jokes and some of the inside stuff that we've figured out over the years. And he said, you know, I started coming here as a little boy with my dad.
Nice.
And now I'm here with my son.
Yeah.
And I went away thinking, man, that's 3 generations.
Right.
That's
he probably had a lot less gray than Gish though. So.
Yeah.
That just means it's good living.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's funny.
For sure.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
But no, the diversity has kept me around, I think. Really has. I started off doing dirt bike, outdoor motocross, got into arena cross, the indoor racing.
Yeah.
And then this drag racing came along. I was able to get involved with the national drag racing with the IHRA, so the fuel cars and wheel standers, jet cars. And the monster truck thing obviously has been really good to me. Then I found truck and tractor pulling thanks to Norm Miller and Steve Zuber at the Sublimity Harvest Festival. They got me involved with that. And as crazy as skateboards and BMX bikes at the Alaska State Fair. I mean,
wow.
Who would have thought I would have went to Alaska and talked about skateboards and bicycles?
No kidding. That's awesome. Wow.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
And the dog events, I don't know if you guys have ever been to the county fair where they have dogs jumping off of a dock into a swimming pool.
Yeah.
But the dock dog stuff that I did, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But with everything like the dog thing, that kind of got harder to do because you start making friends. And in that world, friends kind of expected favors or.
Oh, yeah.
That gets tough. Where I'm removed from that in everything else, the pulling world, I can help you guys with sponsors. You don't ever think you can't come to talk to me about, hey, could you say my sponsor name? I can do all of those kinds. I have a wide open opportunity to do those kind of things. But in the dog world, it was more like, hey, put your finger on the scale.
Wow.
Type of deal. Help me out. What did you see? Or I think he's cheating. I think she's cheating.
We do that anyways.
Right, yeah.
But when you guys do it, I'm removed from it. That's somebody like Noel has to deal with that out in the pits.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We don't cheat.
No.
It never makes it to the tower where I'm at.
No. It's like, how did you win? I mean, I was cheating and he still won. I don't get it.
Right.
Right.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But I'm interested to see what's going on at Sublimity for this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I heard a rumor, an unsubstantiated rumor from someone you typically has pretty good information about the Sublimity event, was saying that Country Modified, which is typically one of the biggest, most competitive classes they have, there are 14 new names to that normal field of drivers in Country Mod.
Wow.
So if they did 14 more in Country Mod by invite, I'm assuming, imagine what it's going to be like in Modified and Super Modified. So I would imagine every class is going to have an increase for this year. Noel maybe could clue us in on that a little better, but and I think it's neat. I think it's neat that they said, "Hey, it's our 50th. We need
definitely going to be an increase. I don't know if there will be 14 new Country Modifieds, but there's definitely going to be an increase.
Cool.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
awesome.
Is.
Think there'll be an increase in mods?
Well,
we're just trying to keep the pro mods together at this point.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Good luck from them up there.
We're pulling motors, putting motors in, trying to keep them running.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's another interesting question I have for you guys. So I just did a demolition derby in Northern California 2 or 3 weeks ago. And for the premier class, which is obviously your full-size car demolition derby, last man standing, it was $4,000 to win, $3,000 for runner-up, $2,000 for third. Last weekend, I was in the Colorado State Fair in Pueblo. The demolition derby was 35, 25, and 15. So in the truck and tractor pulling world, nobody ever supplies me with paperwork what the purse is.
Right.
What's the purse typically for you guys when you go play?
Not that.
Way off that.
Well, the purse is bigger than that. The problem is it gets divided up a lot.
Right.
So you go way deep down in the order.
Yeah, exactly. We typically pay 15 places at Sublimity, and you know, you take
Go.
a bunch of different ways, and well, it don't add up to that much.
Sure.
Right.
Generally, like in California, our total purse is like $2,000, and that's for first through eighth.
Right.
Yeah.
So anything below that,
For all 5 classes or 4 classes?
Oh.
What?
no, just pro mod.
Just
For
pro
one.
mod.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 430 to win, and then 300, and then they break it down from there. So
360.
it's not a lot.
It's not much. Yeah.
It's basically a hobby.
Yeah.
So
Expensive.
you could have more in hook fee and transport gas than you would ever see in prize money.
Yes,
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
Yep.
You just hope you don't break any parts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Great part.
There's that. Yeah.
it really does come down for you guys, the love of what you're doing
Yes,
and the camaraderie, the
Mhm.
friendships,
yes.
Yep.
That's
the
priceless.
tailgating, the barbecuing.
Yep.
That
100%.
stuff, that stuff is
Mhm.
priceless. Yeah,
Yep.
we actually have an absolute blast.
It's like with us. It's like with us. We're leaving at 2:00 in the morning, drive 11 and a half hours to be there.
To see you,
Yeah.
Scott, just to
Just
see.
yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Just to see you, Scott.
Yeah. To come for a barbecue and hang out with some friends.
Yeah.
The crown.
You know, as an
Hey,
amateur
but
dirt bike racer, I did that same thing. You know,
There's
I was traveling all over for a trophy, so
Right.
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
But my dirt bike investment wasn't near the investment you guys have got in your toys.
oh boy.
Right. Yeah.
Who was that? Reeves, that Reeves outfit, Don Reeves
Donnie,
trucking,
Yeah.
yeah.
and he was there last year with 2 of his rigs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You want it drag racing, they always had the best in show, the best appearing, the best engineered trophy
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That guy would have won all that last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. His
I
stuff
was
is beautiful.
so impressed with his outfit.
Oh yeah.
You
It's
know,
always been that way. Yeah.
little crazy wheels on the back to make adjustments in the trailer real easy.
Right.
You know,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, his stuff is top notch. Yeah, and beautiful. Yep.
And he's always more than supportive of the
Yeah.
bowling in the West Coast. I mean, he's always
Oh.
they're sponsoring events, or he's sponsoring pullers, or he's always trying to help. Always.
yeah.
They're just really good people. They've always been that
Yeah.
way. Just
Yeah.
always loves the sort. They used to do a big event in Clements every year, but
Yeah.
they haven't done that in a while. But top notch event. You know,
Oh. Yeah.
it just the guy. Just everything he does is top notch.
Yeah.
Right.
The family is
Right.
really, really good.
Well, I haven't run into one, you know, and I can't say that about monster trucking or dirt
Right.
biking
It's
or
Right.
tough trucking,
yeah.
but I haven't ran into one of the puller folks that I walked away from going, I really don't want to get trapped by them again. I
Right.
really can't say that. I really can't.
Oh, you haven't met John Boer? I'm kidding, big dog. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, we got a pretty good. We call it the pulling family. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, and I know a couple years ago I brought my grandgirl Melody with me, and I can't remember where we were. It wasn't Sublimity.
Spokane, I think you had her, if I remember right.
Well,
No,
maybe it was Sublimity, but you
Yeah.
guys were pitted different than normal. You were on the monster truck
Other
side
side.
instead of the
Yeah.
Zimmer side. Yeah.
yeah,
So when we come over for dinner, they had you guys fed everybody the barbecue and that, and I brought her over, and you know she'd been eating with me out of convenience stores and fast food for 3 or 4 days,
yeah,
so she got that home cooked meal, and she still talks about it to this day. Of
yeah.
man, those sausages, those are the best sausages. Those beans were so good. Man, do you remember how good the meat was? that brisket was so good. And I'm just like, I can't believe out of all of the fun you had that weekend, it was the Puller's dinner that you thought was the neatest thing of the bunch of the deal.
Yeah, we get spoiled at Sublimity, man. Holy moly.
Yeah.
We get spoiled. Yep.
Well, I always kind of wanted to come down for the breakfast. What is that, Saturday morning?
Yeah, you should.
Come on down.
But typically, I've only been asleep for 2 or 3 hours by the time you guys are having breakfast.
Right.
Because I get wound up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get a big old adrenaline dump doing what I do.
Yeah, we know that.
We get done by 10, 11 o'clock at night. I get something to eat. I get back to the hotel, and it takes me 3, 4, 5 hours to wind down.
Oh, I bet.
So it's kind of tough to crash at 3 or 4 in the morning and then jump up at 8 and go have breakfast with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, we do it a little different. We're on our adrenaline rush after the pull, then we go to the beer tent and then keep drinking until like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then then finally crash.
Yeah.
I mean, no, we don't drink at all. It's water. Just water. Hydrate for the next day. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember going to the first couple of years I went to Sublimity. They used to give us those wooden chips for free beers. And I can't remember if it was Brett Dolby or Steve Zuber, but they handed me 2 of these free beer chips.
Yeah.
And you might have just kicked me right in the back. It hurt my feeling like 2.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You need to get back in that bag and get me a
handful.
You ain't paying me enough to stand up here and drink your expensive beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, especially when they sell them to you for like $5 or $6 a beer, $7 a beer, you know, for a can of Coors. Like what?
Yeah.
When you stay back in camp, it's a lot cheaper there.
Yeah.
It sure is, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, speaking of beer tent, there he is.
Look at that bugger.
Look at that. He's got
Let
it
me
all.
unmute him because he had some sound going.
You got that ground leveled out in there? I don't want to fall down again.
I think it's not as good as you'd like.
Hey, Noel, next time you're in a meeting with all them superstar people that are putting this outfit on, let them know that for the amount of money that they've spent renting that tent for the last 50 years, they could have bought their own twice.
Well, you understand that this is not the same tent.
Well, I guess my point is you could have bought your own. You could have bought your own damn sound system by now too, for all the money you spent on rent.
You could have built a permanent one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all we need is Scott to come and install it for us, and we're good.
Yeah.
I could figure it out. I just have a fee.
Fee. You got every.
Just having a tent and then putting it up are 2 different things.
Now, you'd have to still employ somebody to come do that because that putting up would probably be a dirty bugger.
Home Depot has a lot of those guys that'll do that. Guys,
yeah, they do. Yeah.
We got a pretty good sized group here getting ready.
Yeah. Dang, already.
Oh, is that all the...
Of course, this is our last general membership meeting before festival, so
all right on.
Everybody has to show up.
Yeah.
Fill up.
Well, go tell them. Go tell them you're ready to go.
Yeah.
It's pretty doggone good group, as Scott will tell you, and you know.
Yeah.
Most of the other guys that have been associated with it, all those names that Scott was naming off are all part of this group.
Yeah.
No, then I've met some awfully good people, and I said it once during the sponsor night Thursday night that it's just unbelievable to me that a community. I come from small town Idaho, Orfino. I grew up probably 2,800 people, so I understand small time life. I get it.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that, as snobby as my hometown is, how open Sublimity Staten has been. You know, they just so many good friendships have been made at Sublimity for me. You know, it's very rare that I have communication with a promoter after the event. I might have communication a month out, get a plane ticket, get an idea of what we're going to be doing, and I might hear from them a few months before that to book the event, right?
Right.
But with the folks from Sublimity, it could be January and there's a text message chain.
That's
It could
cool.
be November and we're chatting, wishing each other well for the holidays. And I don't have that with the other promoters I work for. I really don't.
That's neat. Yeah. That's neat. Yeah.
Very cool.
And then I meet people like BJ Tuttle and his dad Brad. And I just wish there was more of them kind of people in the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If there was more Brad Tuttles in this world, I wouldn't sometimes want to cry for thinking what my grandkids are going to grow up in.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, if we could all grow up and be like him, it would be great.
Yeah.
For sure. Because like I said, I'm a little bit different generation than Gisher is. But what we grew up with, it's going to take folks that are doing the truck and tractor pulling, that are doing the dog events. It's going to take them to perpetuate it or to just go away. If we don't bring our kids out and teach them how to fix stuff, or to create a hobby like truck and tractor pulling,
Right.
if we don't, there won't be no more. And here's case in point. We're of the age that most all of you guys on here with me, when we were children, at least once a year, there was what was called a family reunion.
Right. Yeah.
You're hard pressed to have what you would call a family reunion these days every 5 years. And you give it another 10 years, and there won't be such a thing as a family reunion.
Ever since grandparents passed away, there hasn't been one. I mean, it's just
right.
Hey, Scott.
Yep.
Becky's got the microphone now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey.
And I know you know what that's like.
He makes you feel very.
Your mom was just outing you, Jason, about how old you are.
Jeez.
But no, I think you guys got to keep doing what you're doing. It's one of the original extreme sports. It's exciting. It's fun. It's engaging to the crowd. When I brought Sydney and Melody, when I had both grandgirls, Sydney's a full-on city kid.
Yeah.
She was up in the tower with me. One of the first of the Pro Mod went down the track, and I think we were just getting ready maybe for the wheel standers and the multi-engines.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this little 10, 11-year-old girl looks up at me and says, "Papa, I didn't know that you could feel sound."
That's awesome.
Yes, you can.
That's pretty neat, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is neat. Yep.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Okay.
Real quick, I got a question that I always ask everybody. If you could drive any pulling vehicle, whose would it be?
That's easy for me. I'd take Larry Pennick's tractor down the track.
Alimony, yeah.
You know, that or old Squirrel's rig, Mike Sharpelow, and his multi-engine. But no, I don't know that the multi-engine would be. And I'm not being a homer. I would want to run that double ugly too.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
That's my boy.
It's the look of it. My dad had a dream when we were younger. He always talked about building a mid-40s Ford pickup with a flathead.
Yeah.
And I know that it's not a Ford, but it has that slope-nosed look to the KB1, and I just Double Ugly 2 has always been one of my favorites.
Well, thank you. No, I'm honored.
I guess there's a couple of them that the Heartstrong Ford.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tom Walker's. Yeah.
Tom Walker.
Mm-hmm.
That for some reason that one catches my eye too. Of just if I wanted to have it be mine on a trailer behind me, I'd want it to look like those two, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Good looking truck.
Right on.
Yeah. Good. Or maybe even that old guy, the Anglia Thames.
Frank Wilk. special
Frank
delivery.
Wolf,
Yeah,
special delivery.
Yeah.
it's actually coming. It's on its way. This the new owners are bringing it. Yep. The,
Oh, really?
Terry and Lisa Morton, they're on their way. It'll be here this year. Yep.
You know, for some reason, that's another one that caught my eye. Just has that look that I would want.
That's cool.
That'd be one of my dreams.
So, Chris, let me throw that back at you. What? If you had pick of the litter of anything out there in the pit, what would you want besides your own?
Right.
Oh man.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's okay, Chris. Go ahead. You can say it. It's fine.
Well, no. Well, yeah. Pfennig's tractor would probably.
Yeah.
But I like Major Woody too.
Yeah.
You know. So either one of those would be pretty cool. As far as a truck, I was always a big fan of waiting around.
Oh yeah.
Waiting around. But that's one truck that I always wanted to drive. But
how about you, John?
Here we go, John Moore. You're up.
I would probably have to say Bounty Hunter. Al
Really?
Thomas is old.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Al Thomas is old one, not the one that Russ Steely just built.
Yeah, the one Cheryl drives.
The original.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gisher?
Too.
I've
the
always loved the blown 2-wheel drives, like you're talking about Frank Wilkes' truck and stuff. Yeah, the blown 2-wheel drives I think would be fun to drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, Frank's old truck, Morton's new truck, that special delivery, that'd be one to drive, that's for sure. Yeah.
You know,
a good back after that.
Yeah.
On the specialty stuff, I'm drawing a blank on the Midnight. Oh, geez, the white Chevy wheel stander, super nice guy and his wife.
One Night Stand.
One night stand.
Chris Plays. Yeah.
Chris Plays. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one too.
I think that would be, as a specialty or a novelty one, I think that would be one that I would like to experience that one time.
Yep.
Yeah, they bought a backseat driver, so they're coming back out with backseat driver.
Yeah.
Nice. That was Butch Phelps's, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The tractors scare me. What was it? John Force's daughter's man that caught the chunk of metal in the top fuel dragster.
Yeah.
I can't think of the guy's name, but it's the reason why they've got the full cowl behind him now.
Oh, Eric Medlin.
That's what always worries me about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, Eric Medlin. Eric, he actually grew up just one town over here. We
no kidding.
Beef, his family owns that place.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
But the multi-engine tractors, I've got a fear or a phobia, whatever you want to call it, of that shit coming in front of me, just.
Yeah. Or look at like the minis. The minis. Where, basically you're straddling the back of the block and then you're sitting in between the tires. And jeez. Yeah.
And I see those now and again. I'll be flipping through the channels late at night and I'll run into whatever channel that is that has the pulling on it. And that's one of those things that I just don't really have the concept of. What were you thinking?
Right? Yeah. Just insane. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
1,000 horsepower right there between your legs, man.
No thanks.
Well, yeah, and I like my junk.
Yeah.
Talk like a man.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is too, you look at the big multis and stuff like that, and I help out. A good friend of mine's Jared Birchke with Swiss Power, and we go all over the place and help each other out all the time. And when he gets done with the run, he is literally covered in oil on each pass because it's so much blow by coming off those motors, off those tubes, and it all comes up. And literally, the fenders are covered. He's covered. His helmet's covered. You're one flashpoint away from a fireball.
Yeah, right? So you're basically just a wick.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I'd still drive it.
Right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yep.
No,
it's one of those things. one of those things you touched on about the pooling, everything else, and one thing about Sublimity that stands out more than anything that I see in our West Coast that we go out and do, and we're starting to see more and more of it, is the after party, is the going out on the track and allowing the fans to come in and see the trucks, sit in the trucks, talk to us. We get to talk to them. They get to know that we're normal people, just like them coming out and just putting on a show. You know, it's that there to me is the highlight of the whole freaking the whole weekend.
Oh, really?
And I'm flipping JP off right now. He's being a smart ass.
Yeah, the kids, man. The kids I mean, they come up and they want your autograph, or they want to sit in the truck, sign my shirt, we sign my hat. That makes it all worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes it so much worth it.
That makes the whole thing right there.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. You know, the only thing that ever just was one of the pet peeves of mine is I would take the grandkid or my daughter when she was young. I'd bring her to a show, and not that I had to buy a T-shirt, because I didn't. Honest to God, I didn't have to buy the swag. They would give me something, and I would give it to my kid, and then she would go get it signed.
Yeah,
she might wear it that day with the autographs on her T-shirt. Never seen it again. And when it did come out, I would hear the mother or the grandmother say, "You ain't wearing that to town." So it was always one of those things of, I wish people would, hey, there's old man Gish.
The Godfather himself.
There's the
Godfather. But these people need to come up with, remember when we were children, you had an autograph book. There was an actual book you could buy that said autographs on it. Get that signed instead of that $25 T-shirt, would you?
Yeah, I was on a rock tablet. I didn't have paper then.
Yeah, right.
I knew you were that old.
Yeah, remember we were talking about the old stand on start? Yeah, he'd be done it.
I'm looking forward to Sublimity, though. It's fun to get down there. The sponsor night, I think I know that's got to be an expense that they really don't have to have, but what a fantastic thing. I wish more promoters would look at it that way of, let's give a little something back instead of just take.
Right.
And promise, usually over promise and under deliver. And that's where I think part of my job has always been, I've tried to over deliver, under promise what I'm going to give you, but I tried to over deliver what I said I would do.
You're awesome.
And I think that promoters should look that way too, especially when they know you guys are splitting 75 cents.
Right.
And you've spent $750 to get there. Right. I think a little something from the promoter in the way of, just a dinner or, gift certificates for something, just a little something to give back to you guys, because ain't nobody getting rich in the tractor world.
This isn't for getting rich. This is just
the promoters aren't making a big stinking huge chunk of money. I'm sure every promoter that does the fair's coming up next week. Spokane Interstate Fair will happen with the what is that pulling club called?
Cascade Pullers.
Cascade Pullers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nobody getting fat. They bid a price. They get paid that price. Out of that price, they make their purses. They pay for the equipment, the diesel, etc. And the promoter's probably walking out there with a couple of bucks. Now, was it worth it to that? You got to be into it.
Yep.
Exactly.
Because if you ain't for me, I ain't gonna make no money. I ain't gonna go. I ain't gonna make money. This is a business. This is my job. I need to make money.
Yeah.
Right.
If I'm just barely breaking even, I want to take that job again. But these fucking tractor puller promoters, they keep coming back every year, and they ain't making a mint.
Right. Yeah.
It's
very true. Yeah.
We come back because of the people, not because of the event.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
People make us want to come back.
Mm-hmm.
When they come down with their kids and stuff and they want to sit in the truck, want to see how it works or want to ask how it works, want autographs on everything, that makes it worth it. Like we said, it makes it absolutely worth the trip.
What?
Even if we
When
don't
does the year start for you guys? What's typically the first pull of the year? What month?
Us May to November.
May to November.
There are people in like February and April, but it just depends on weather. But
Yeah. So that's a rather long season, really. May to November. That's
it's 2 or 3 a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
For us, Gish, they don't have as many up there. They start later.
No, we don't.
He starts migrating down here every once in a while.
Yeah, every once in a while, yeah.
But
We get maybe late June, but like July, so we're July through September is all,
Oh, so just a couple of months for you then.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's not a ton of stuff up around this area. So.
Yeah. There used to be more, huh?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It used to be huge. I remember it'd be like every weekend we'd be doing something for 4 or 5 months,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's the same everywhere, though. It used to be that way, but
Right.
Well, I've got a promoter down in California. I'm drawing a blank on his last name right now. It's Mike something.
Lewis.
Mike Lewis. Yeah.
yeah.
That guy, I met him years ago, maybe at a John Shipman, Dave Matthews event down in the Turlock area, probably.
Yep.
And he has called me, I'll bet you at least once a year for many, many years, because he's in need of an announcer for a date, and I've been booked.
Yeah.
And it always bums me out because if you're chasing that hard, if you're willing to call me every year, I want to go work for you,
Yeah.
No, he's looking at announcers always.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who the last poll I did down there. It must have been the Stanislaus County Fair there in Turlock.
Maybe Stanco Fair. Yep.
And I just remember the Korea.
Yeah.
With the C.
Yeah, Korea. Yep. Mm-hmm.
There was a whole fleet of them folks. I don't know if they were all related or not.
Probably are.
Like every class had a couple of Koreas in it. And no, I really had a good time. I think Mike was maybe running a sled, or I can't remember what his position.
He's probably doing the event.
Yeah.
Mike usually does the event there. So.
Maybe it was a co-pro, because I think there was monster trucks there too that week.
Oh, could have been.
Maybe it was one of them.
Or it could have been. It depends on how long ago it was. It could have been a shipment show too.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Or a Borba.
Yeah.
I never worked for the Borbas, but when we lost John Shipman and Dave Matthews, that was tough. They were instrumental in me getting going in the 90s.
Right.
Yeah. Dave Matthews, amazing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They took a flyer on a young kid that liked to drink beer, and
the way it went. Awesome.
Yeah, well, my dad and John were good friends, so it was around life.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Guys, I gotta go load.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on, and I look forward to seeing you guys play on this weekend.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait, man.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. We'll see you this weekend.
Yeah.
Travel safe.
All right.
You too.
See you later.
All right.
Sweet. How's Dad doing?
For coming on tonight, and
I
know we didn't get it out to everybody because we didn't get to everybody because the internet failed us. So Facebook kicked some off, but at least we got on some of it.
We're still live,
but
some kid.
We're still live.
Some kid asked about or said about mini tractors back there, but they have their feet on each side.
Right. Yeah, on the back side of the block.
Yeah, those Show No Mercy and those guys back there. Those guys have it. I can't remember their names, but.
So, anyways, Chris, how's Dad doing?
Dad's doing good. He broke his hip today.
Oh, damn.
Had surgery. Surgery went good.
Yeah.
In recovery now. So
good. Good to hear. Right on.
78 years old, and his bones wouldn't hold up the concrete, I guess. So.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
First bone he's ever broken in his life.
Really? Jeez. Yeah. All right. Well, good. I'm glad he's doing okay.
We'll tell everybody thank you, and then if you get a chance and you're in the Oregon area, come up to Sublimity. We'll be pulling there. All three of us will be there Friday night and Saturday night pulling.
Yep.
You're
looking at second and third place over there.
Oh, yeah.
Talking
And then,
about big head, jeez.
John, it
Wind
was-
stability one time, and he's.
and show.
Don't know how he's going to drive his truck without
So,
being on.
but no, thanks everybody for coming. I know we had some technical difficulties tonight. And Tom Walker just put up. Can't wait. Going to be a blast. Yes, it will.
Yes.
So we'll see everybody up there tomorrow, and I'm sure the three of us will put some lives out. So we'll see some lives in the pit area
For sure.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks everybody for
You guys
coming on.
Drive safe.
On.
Drive safe, guys.